Alright, hello people, Greg the Wild Hippie back again. Today I'm going to make a start on this beauty. One of my favourite battleships of all time. She wasn't technically a battleship, she was a cruiser. But yeah, my grandfather was in the HMS Hood Memorial Association right up until he passed away 12 years ago. He made a few models of this, and he was a flag bearer at their events. I have a picture somewhere, I'll probably insert it later. But yeah, she's a big one. I'll show the extras I bought first, just because they're out of the box. So I've got the brass guns and props set. I got some photo etch railings. I didn't want to go for the full photo etch set as it costs as much as the kit did, and I wouldn't normally bought this kit. It was a birthday present off my dad, so thanks Dad. And also got the resin turret set, which looked quite nice. And there's more photo etch in there as well. Never done photo etch before, so could be interesting. These are your turrets. So yeah, I'm not quite sure about how all this is going to work. There's loads of little tiny extras in there as well. So yeah, this is going to be it's going to be good fun. Right, I'm going to get the box open and I'll bring it back in a second. Right, so we are. We've got a nice colour chart, nice big. It'll probably end up on the wall at some point. I've been told it's not very accurate, but to be honest with you, there's like not really very much to it. To be honest, it's just your battleship grey, your red hull, and then your deck tan. The only bit that's different is the bit around the bridge, which is like a red colour. So yeah, but I will look into that. Yeah, there's your destruction manual. There's your parts map, and what I think is really, someone pointed out to me, it's a bit weird with these instructions, as you build in all the upper bits first, and then, once all the breakable bits are on, then it says, make up your mind if you want to do the waterline model or the full hull, and then all the bits underneath. See, me, I would have done that first, and that's exactly what they said to do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stage 19 first, and then go back to stage 1. So yeah, I haven't really opened this kit. I've only had a look at like the hull. She's a big girl, and yeah, best part of I can't remember how long she was now, but she's big. No, I don't have a tape measure to hand. I do sometimes. But yeah, she's. I made a start on it. There was a horrible seam line down the middle of that, which I've painted over. Painted over, you stupid boy. I've sanded back. Thankfully, you're not going to be able to see most of that. It does look a bit unsightly, but that's going to be sitting underneath. No one's going to be looking underneath, so I think I can get away without repainting the hull. It's a nice red. And here's your upper hull. Yeah, so I'm going to get that sprayed up. I think I'm going to well, I haven't really looked at this. There's your base bit if you're going to make the waterline model out of it, which, as I said, I'm not. I'm going for the full hull because I bought the propellers here, and all of this is still in its plastic wrap. Some very, very nice little bits in here. I'm quite looking forward to getting stuck in. Yeah, I'll need that out. Yeah, and some parts of your upper decks, I need them out because they'll be getting painted. Quite sure how I'm going to go about a lot of this. I'm going to have to give it some serious thought. But yeah, There's some more of the deck pieces, so they've got to be out. There's your stand and your nameplate. So that'll probably need to stay out as well. We've got a little bit of photo etch as well. I'll put that in the right position for you. Oh, it's got ladders in it. Okay, I didn't realise that. But yeah, cool. That's it. I'm going to have a read of the instructions and work out what's the best angle of attack on this. So I'll bring you back once I've done a bit. Alright, just a little quick HMS Hood update. I've done the black waterline. I've yet been unsuccessful in finding the correct colour for the upper hull and superstructure, but I was glad to be able to get the waterline done at least. Yeah. Hopefully next week when I get paid, I'll be able to find some in the spray can. I'll let you know. Right, see you in a bit. Right, back again. Done quite a lot of work today. I've painted the inner deck on the middle of the ship there, and let's move that there. I've done a few of the little sub-assemblies. This is the rear-facing bridge, all nicely come together. I've undercoated the metal gun barrels, and also I have done, come here, my first ever attempt at doing photo etch. Let's get it in a good light. How well, yeah, you're picking that up. Yeah, the top part of that with the railings and everything. First time I've ever messed around with photo etch parts. It was a lot of fun. Very fiddly, but very enjoyable. So yeah, that's yeah, some more work done on the hood. As always, I'll see you in a bit when I've done a bit more. Right, okay, so the top deck is nicely weathered. I think that side's better than the other side, but you know, don't worry about it, I'm happy. Yeah, I only do a little bit of a, I suppose, a recap. But yeah, after I did the initial unboxing of this kit, I went ahead and got quite a long way with the kit before I remembered to start filming again. So that's why there's a jump in parts done. So I do apologise for that. But never mind, it happens. You know what I'm like. If you watch my channel enough, I often miss out huge chunks of a build because I forget to film it. So yeah, right, let's shut up waffling now, and I'm gonna, yeah, I think I just spotted some touch-ups I need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get the rest of the lower deck done, ready, and I'll bring you back just before I put the top deck on. See you shortly. Alright, there we go. That's the back bit on there. That sort of quite iconic part of the ship. Yeah, the little side skirt here. That's all ready to go. I think a quick double check of everything on the instructions, and make sure everything's on there. I've just got the 4 little pillars that go on them little round bits there, and then be ready to fit the roof. Well, fit the top deck, which is here. I think I'm going to paint the wooden deck first and get all that looking really nice before I fit it. So yeah, I'll see you in a little while. God, man, that took some doing. These bits around the front here did not want to go on straight. Yeah, I've got a bit of tape holding that bit. I gave up. But yeah, that is now, apart from the pillars, that's now ready for the top deck. There. I will bring it back probably when I fit that. See you in a bit. Alright, it's a little bit of fine painting around by all the anchor chains and stuff. I thought you might be interested. Damn it, got a little bit too much paint on my brush again. I'm good at that. Don't know how the other model makers do it who work with a camera in front of their face. A lot more admiration for you now, especially, I don't own a tripod or anything, so I'm having to hold it with one hand and just hope that the bow of the ship stays where I want it to and doesn't. Alright, there you go. A little bit done. I did the top deck. The top deck area that needs neatening up. I will neaten up with the grey once I've painted the main decks of the ship. Probably bring you back once I've done a bit of weathering and show you what I'm doing next. So I'll see you in a little while. A little bit where I didn't want it, but never mind. Yeah, as you might notice, I've switched brushes for something slightly smaller. Still making just as much mess. Haha. So I'm going to get in between there without making a splodge, but yeah, in between a bit I've just got up to, and the chain runner, there's a little gap, probably half a mil wide, which I imagine would have been deck. Done it again. So I've got to go round with the grey again once I've done all the decks anyway. So doesn't really matter too much. It's only the first coat as well. Oops, that wasn't very clever. Just cleaned my brush and thought I'd get away with just leaving the excess water on, but obviously not. That failed miserably. I haven't balls to paint that now. Yeah, the old Tamiya with a brush is, well, let's just say it's hit and miss. It seems to be alright for ages and ages, and then you'll get a bit where it doesn't want to play as well. Well, I find 9 times out of 10 that even if you've got a little bit too much on there, by the time it dries, it's pretty reasonable. I mean, I'll never be competition standard, especially at ships. I mean, those of you who know my channel, I tend to specialise in aircraft. This one is well out of my comfort zone. I've done small ships before, but never anything like this, and I was having a nightmare with it to start with until I started getting my head in the game. Once I got my head in the game, a couple of days ago, I mean, I've had this kit since the end of May. I got it as a birthday present. Yeah, we're now late September. I've managed to find a mojo, with it. I think I mean, I could never afford kits like this because you know, being stuck on the rock and roll universal credit, I can barely justify spending £30 on a kit, which I do frequently, or kits plural. I can do £30 on a few kits, but you know, 100 and odd on one kit is just it's too much. I can't justify it. I've got too many other things to pay for, and I give myself a budget each month when the bike behaves. It's like this month, because I've got the new bike, I haven't had to spend any money on bikes, so yeah, but usually I give myself sort of up to 50 quid that I can spend on the hobby, which is, as you all know, you know, if you want to support your local hobby shop, which I try to do, yeah, it doesn't go very far. You know, I keep meaning at my local one up at Chester Lee Street, the North East Model Centre, I keep meaning to actually have a proper look at their kits, because I've never bought a kit in there before, because they always have 10% off sale. So I know you can snap up a bargain. Probably get copyrighted on this music on this video, because I've got a YouTube music player going in the background. Well, it's not even the official music player, it's just I put on a mix that they give me. You never know what's coming on next. It's pretty good. It's kind of naval sounding, quite apt, I suppose. Remember to keep cleaning your brush for this stuff, because it does get cloggy, and then when it starts clogging it, don't get that problem with Humbrol. Yeah, don't really get that problem with Humbrol very much. Sorry, I keep moving the front of the boat, don't mean to. I mean, I'm hoping that's a good angle for you. I'll find out when I go to edit later, when I'm probably going to do the whole build as one video. Whether or not I get impatient to show it off like I normally do. We'll have to see. So yeah. I don't know when you'll get to see this. Balls are splodged over that. Well, I can come back and get that later. To the end of I'll get up to here and then I'll shut off the camera, because you're probably bored by now. Right, so I just had to completely pull apart and rebuild the bridge because it wasn't sitting together properly, sort of underneath them top windows. So there's a massive gap. It's a lot better now. Still not perfectly happy with it. I mean, the ladders off the top deck don't reach the deck underneath, which is vaguely annoying, but there's not a great deal I can do about that. Plus, yeah, you're not really going to see it. So that took a bit of doctoring. But yeah, that's just about together now. I've just got to put the back of the tripod in for the top mast thing. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. And yeah, don't know if I've really filmed this, but yeah, there's the front of the bridge. All nice. I'm quite happy with how I've managed to hide that seam line reasonably well with a bit of feather and some sanding. But yeah, that's all coming together now. Yeah, so I'll bring it back and done a bit more. Right, a bit more dry fitting. The bridge is fully on there now, apart from the, well, I call it a crow's nest, the little cabin that goes on the top of there. I've built the chimneys, put them in place. So yeah, coming along. Now I'm going to do more research into this because annoyingly there's only 4 ladders, and like the destructions that came with it are saying they go on the outside, so sort of one goes there somewhere and another one goes kind of somewhere along there. When everyone who knows the hood knows there's 2 ladders that come out the back here on each side, and then there's one at the front as well. So instantly we're shorter ladders and they're in the wrong place. So I need to go and do some research on that and work out where the hell things are going. But I just thought, I know I've done it kind of before, but I thought I'd do a dry run and put all the turrets in place along with the superstructure on the other little bits. I haven't put the little guns on because I couldn't be bothered because they've all got to come off again anyways. But yeah, she's looking quite impressive. So yeah, we've seen her like this before, but without the main guns. I think she's looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Well, I'm going to stop waffling, and yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of the front deck furniture. So see you in a little while. Right, I'm back with this one again. I've had a few weeks break. So today I've put the rods on, and the braces, whatever you call them, for the propeller shafts and the rudder. So yeah, quite happy with how that's doing. I've touched up a bit of paint here and there on the hull. I've got the brass props there. Yeah, I've decided to leave the brass bits brass. I'm presuming that's how they would have been on the real ship. Even if not, I think it looks cool. And the 4 main guns are all painted up and assembled, good to go. I think next, turn around. Yeah, I think I'm going to start at the bow and work my way through with the little bits of deck furniture and stuff. I'll do probably just up to the main turret here, and then I'm going to start looking at the. Bear with me. Yeah, the brass railings and ladders, working out where they need to go and stuff. This should be fun because yeah, this will only be the 2nd time ever messed around with photo etch. So yeah, I'll bring it back when I've done a bit more. See you in a bit. Right, so that's all of the little bits on the bow section done. All those little vents and little I should know the term for that, the little turnbuckle thing for mooring up. And yeah, some reels of cable there. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't put on the little cranes, so I'm going to leave them till the end because they're quite tall and easily knocked. Yeah, I think I lost 2 bits, but I think the kit has supplied you with enough spares not to worry about that. So yeah, that's them all done and painted in. I'm going to take a break for this one for now, and yeah, have something to eat. See you later. Ta-da. Alright, fun and games for this one. All of these little tinsy tiny bits like that little thing there, they're on the sprue like that, and they're probably 4mm, and that's being generous. I was just cleaning one up because the little bits, the little prongs that go in the holes wouldn't fit, and I was holding it with the tweezers, and yeah, you guessed it, ping! So yeah, I've also lost one of the little round ones as well. That went ping. So yeah, joy of joys. Let's hope that this kit comes with a few spares. If not, then I'm going to be towards the end of the build. I'm going to be down on my hands and knees scouring the kitchen floor. I mean, thankfully it's laminate, so you know, theory would have it that that should be quite easy to find. I'll just go round with the. I'll just gently go round with the broom. It needs a sweep anyway, and hopefully, yeah, they'll turn up. So yeah, well, yeah, I'll see you in a little while. Alright, when I said earlier or yesterday that a piece had gone ping, yeah, it's one of them little turnbuckles, as I said before, and I need 4 to do the back of the ship, and there's only 3. So I think I need to get down on my hands and knees and pray to the gods of modelling that it turns up. It's down there somewhere. Wish me luck. Well, a huge thank you to the gods of modelling. There it is. It was underneath the table leg. Didn't take me long either. Yeah, just to give you an idea on size, I don't know how well you can see that little bit. But that's one of the smallest deck fittings. Yeah, it's sitting on a 5p piece, give you an idea of how small it is. But yeah, I'm about to do the stern of the ship with the little fiddly bits. Very disappointed that the photo etch kit didn't come with at least railings for these stairs at the back. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, it happens. You know, very disappointed with that, but overall still very much enjoying this model. I'm starting to think that it's starting to come towards its closing stages, which I really don't want. I want to make this kit last as long as possible. So probably once I've done all the deck furniture at the back, I'll probably put it away again for another couple of weeks just to draw it out a little bit longer. But anyway, yeah, I'll bring it back once I've fitted all these little fiddlies in a minute. Right, okay, so the bow is now complete. I don't know how well you're seeing that, but yeah, all the bits are on there. Very, very happy. I might just want to, there's some paint touch-ups I need to do on the guns here. I might run a dry brush of silver over this chain, and then a dark wash just to make it pop a little bit. And also the stern is complete. As I said earlier, I'm disappointed there was no photo etch ladders for that one, because they're the ones I really wanted to put in. But yeah, never mind, it happens. But I am very, very happy with how that's turning out so far. Next stage is the upper deck with all the boats. I need to do some research. I think I still need to do some research on how they're they were properly painted. And then the rear mast and the crane and all the other gubbins that went on there. So yeah, yeah, I'll bring it back when I've done a little bit more. Ta-da! Okay, some more little fiddly buggers on there on the main top deck. Yeah, that was not too bad. I lost one that was going to go in there. The hole was a little bit small, and I was pushing down with the tweezers, and yeah, it went skyrocket. Yeah, these little parts here, there's hundreds of them. These ones here that go on the top deck, I don't know what they are. They look like some sort of fans, extractor fan type things. Don't know. But why did Trumpeter, when they did the moulding, have to push them out on the back of every single one of them? Yeah, obviously the little white dots are filler. So yeah, I'll give that a few hours to dry, sand them back, paint them, give them a wash so the detail stands out, and then they'll go in little holes on that deck. But yeah, that's enough for now. See you in a little while. Right, back on this again. Apologies for the bad light. Yeah, these instructions are so confusing. Basically, it's like some of them are on the deck, some of them are up in the air. Arrows go past ones that are already there, and I've just realised that the one on the far left here is the wrong one. Should be like all the others, but because of the instructions before, where are we? There. Yeah. There's just because my eyes aren't that great. I put that one there when I thought it was meant to go there. Yeah. So that's really annoying. But to be fair, most people are going to be looking at it from about this distance, and unless you're a real HMS Hood buff, then I don't think you're going to notice the difference. It's just marginally really annoying. Yeah. But never mind. Such is life. And the other thing is, I don't know which way round they're meant to go. So some of it, this one could be round the other way. It could be round that one. I put in that way round. Yeah. But on this side, it's that way round because the instructions show them both ways. There's no consistency, so I'm largely guessing. Yeah. Yeah. Very annoying. I'm gonna stop waffling and I'm gonna turn that one round. So I'll see you in a bit. Testicles. Just opened a brand new bottle of AK's streaking grime for grey strips, grey ships, and then reaching, I just lifted the turret off, and I was reaching across to put the ship back there, and I knocked the fucker over. That's gone all over the destructions, the lot. Balls, and like literally a full bottle gone. Wanker. Well, after that little disaster, I thought I'd have a play with the with the wash and dirty up the sides of the hull. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera. I'm not one of the ladders off, but I'll soon glue that back on. I don't know how well. Yeah, you seem to be picking that up. Yeah, I'm very impressed with how that's come out. Yeah, first time I've ever really played with a wash like that. Yeah, it was good fun. I don't know whether or not that's realistic for the Hood because she was generally kept pristine. Whether she was like that in the last few weeks before she was sunk, because being heightened alert because of war, don't know. But I like the way it looks. I'm very happy with that. I'm just annoyed that I wasted pretty much a full bottle of that stuff because that should have lasted me several kits. But never mind. Yeah, it happens. Never mind. I just hope that the destructions are not like completely ruined. Yeah, we're alright. We can get away with that. Yeah, we can get away with a little bit of staining on it. They're not very good instructions, as I said before. All of these are very, very confusing. As I said, you know, I got a couple in the wrong place, but to be honest with you, I really don't care. I think I've only got one lot to do, and that's the I think that's the 25s. Yeah, just the 25s to go. And that's all them little bastards done. They're fiddly, but I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully I've got enough left of that to do all the superstructure. We'll soon see. But if not, then I can pretty much get away with the one for the wooden decks, because that's what I was using for the whatever these things. I think they're electric fans. Looking at them. But I wouldn't know. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to let that dry for a little while. I think I'll go have a coffee. I'll see you in a little while. Right, going to attempt to show you my technique for doing a little bit of weathering on this. I'm probably doing it wrong. Someone, you know, if I am, if there's a better way to do it, then please let me know in the comments. But the way I did the sides was kind of a little bit like this. So basically you put a little bit on and then you get damp Q-tip, and basically you just kind of take most of it off, yet kind of drag it down at the same time. Take it off completely areas where you don't want it. And you just do that until you're happy with the result. Don't know how well you were able to see that, but yeah, there you go. That's how I'm doing the weathering on this. Yeah, there you go. Well, that was a bit annoying. These two little guys, which go on the edge of the bridge there, for some reason, I think it was a mistake in the moulding, but the one I'm holding, its leg, was about, must have been about 5 or 6 mil shorter than the other one. I didn't realise until I went to put them on, and I was like, hang on a minute, that one's sitting lower. So literally, thankfully, on the sprue, which sprue was it? Yeah, these little bits that stick up, which is really annoying when you're trying to cut bits off sometimes, especially when it's fed all the long bits out. Yeah, it's the same thickness, so I was able to chop off the shorter one and glue that on. Just letting that set now, and I'm going to neaten that up, and then finally I can get them bits on. Woohoo! Right, so managed to get a little bit more done on the hood today. A couple more bits, fore and aft, and the little boats. Yeah, all of them in place. I'm not sure they were all grey at that stage in the war, but that's what I was told. So in every picture I can find depicts that. Whereas in the interwar years, the upper parts of these little launches were all white, and the underside of the holes were red. But they'll look alright, all in grey. A little bit of wash on them later on. I've still got one to paint up to go in there. But yeah, yeah, coming along really well. Yeah, that'll do for tonight. I'm going to sit and enjoy Not Now Norman. I'm going to put them on the big computer so I can hear them properly. And yeah, I'll speak to you when I've done a bit more. Ta-da! Right, well, there's the main mast and the high bridge, or whatever you want to call it. All done. I haven't glued it all on yet. That was quite a fiddle faff on. It's still not quite perfect. I need to bend a couple of things into correct position. I lost a bit of PE that goes on the front one there. That bounced and hit the floor. I'm surprised I can't see it, to be honest, but it's gone. So oh well, never mind. If it turns up, I'll glue it on. Yeah, that was horrible. I mean, the tops of the tripod here, I had to drill out the hole in the bottom of that. I had to sand down the little tab at the bottom, at the top of the back one, and the yard arm, whatever you want to call it, did not want to go on either. That kept falling off. It's still a bit wonky. I will try and position that a bit better. But yeah, that was a fiddly faff on, so I'm going to paint that now, and then glue it in place and give it some weather. So yeah, I'll bring it back in a little while. Ta-da! Again, apologies for the bad light, but yeah, that bit's done, all painted. The other side pod is there. It fell off when I was painting it. Just needs a touch of weathering, and then it's on to the main mast and central crane. But yeah, I just took it off the sprue, and there was two massive, great big sinkholes in the bottom there. So yeah, I filled them up with filler, and I'm going to have to give that a good few hours to dry. Sand it back, see how it works. So that's that on hold for now. But yeah, I'm going to give the paint a little bit more time to dry on that. Going to weather it, and then that and the second chimney can get glued onto the deck. Oh, it's coming along nicely. Right, okay, so that's the bridge and the fighting top all in place, all glued in the first chimney, all weathered and everything. I've just got a couple of little, like on the searchlights here, I need to paint in the silver bit because I completely forgot. But yeah, that part is now complete. I am really happy with it. Sorry about the light, it is night time here. I will do a better shot tomorrow. The second chimney is all assembled. I've just got to put the little boats on these racks here, which I'll do tomorrow. The rear facing bridge, and then that fighting platform, whatever it is. I might glue that on in a minute because there's nothing else to go on that apart from the gun right at the end. But yeah, really starting to look like the Hood. I'm very happy with this. So yeah, I'll bring you back tomorrow in a better light once I've weathered that up and stuck it on. See you then. Probably should have done it earlier, but the props are on now. They look really nice, the brass ones. Yeah, should have done it earlier. I knocked one of the little towers off whilst trying to get hold of the boat to do that. But yeah, they're on now, so I don't forget about that. Stick that bit back on. Yeah, touched up the paint on the second chimney. Where's that gone? I was on something. Oh, there they are. Two little boats that go on the sides of the chimney there. Yeah, so that just needs weathering later on before being put into its place. Yeah, I've got a couple of searchlights to go on. That one sitting on its side, and another little shooty thing. Not entirely sure. But yeah, we'll stop waffling, and yeah, I'll bring you back when I've done that bit. See you in a bit. Right, that's the chimney stack all weathered up and the little boats on it. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, quite happy with that. Just got to do the little bits on top of the little triangular bit over there. Cut the searchlights and whatnot, and do them because that's already weathered and good to go back on the ship. So I'll do them, cut the bits, and then they'll go on the boat. Right, let's bring back the done it. Okay, so just getting the fighting tops painted black. Yeah, I wish the instructions called that out in the build instructions rather than the painting instructions at the end, because I completely forgot about that, and it wasn't until I looked at the painting instructions a couple of hours after I finished working on it the other night, and I went, oh, they need to be black, because obviously it would have been so much easier painting them while they were not part of the superstructure. But never mind, I've got a small brush and I'm going to get that done now. Right, okay, so not quite a final reveal, but I've got all the superstructure on last night. I still need to do the other little crane for the other side, and then there's two little cranes to go on the front as well. But this is where she's going to live for now, on top of my fish tank. Until I put up a special shelf for her. I'm in the process of making a nice wooden base for her. At Woodwork Class, where I was, well, that's going to have to wait until after this stupid lockdown. But I'm not going to go into that. This is the fun and happy channel. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. As I said before, it's my first big ship. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to leave her up here for a couple of days. I think I'm going to have a break. I'm working on a 1/72 scale camber at the minute. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do some more of that over the next couple of days and leave this one because, yeah, I've probably said it before, I'm enjoying this kit so much that I don't want it to end. Mainly because I can't justify spending £100+ on a kit, and then with these you've got to buy lots of extras for them as well. So unless someone wants to sponsor me a kit, then I think this will be for a long time my one and only large ship build. But yeah, I'll bring you back as always when I've done a little bit more. I'll see you in a bit, peeps. Okay, so this side is all weathered now. All the little boats and the cranes and everything, and the little guns, they're all weathered on this side now, and everything's looking pretty sweet, all nice and uniform. So yeah, let's turn around and do the other side now. Right. Alright, here we go. So there's a couple more bits to go on. There's a couple of little bits of armour to go on the side of that turret. There's another one of these little rocket launcher things to go there. The paint's drying on it. Then there's the little cranes at the front, and then yeah, anchors, Then I think we're like pretty well there. Oh yeah, the little lifeboats that go on the side there that are on the winches. I'm going to leave them till after I've done all the railings. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night now. And then tomorrow I'll do those few bits, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of weathering to all the little guns and some of the little lifeboats, because they just seem a bit plain. But yeah, there's a few little odds and sods. Got the other side crane in just now. One little thing I did notice earlier, which is a little bit annoying, we come up from the top. For some reason, this mast is twisted slightly, and I can't seem to be able to straighten it. But you know, you only really notice it when you're standing above. Yeah, so yeah, very, very happy with this one. I think I'm going to leave the rigging for now, until I can find the right stuff for it, and then I'll come back to it at a later date and then rig her all up. So yeah, that's enough for now. I will, I'll bring you back tomorrow when she's finished. I'll see you then. Okay, so starboard side all weathered and blended in. Put the two little cranes on the front, they just need a touch up in paint and a little bit of weather. And then these bits of armour plating on the back turret, the instructions are not clear as to where they should actually sit. As the two times you see them in the instructions, and I'll show you, they seem to point at slightly different places. So yeah, so see that there and there, but then if you look on this one, yeah, they seem to be further apart. So I don't know, it's probably wrong, but I'll leave them anyway. So yeah, that is the Trumpeter 350th scale HMS Hood complete, out of the box, plus a couple of the metal gun barrels, and what else was there? Oh yeah, the improved turret there, that on there. So all that's left to do now is the railings. So yeah, I'm going to take a break again for a little while, let this dry. Which, you know, I'm going to paint and weather the cranes, and put a bit of weathering on them armour plates there, and then I'll probably leave it till tonight or tomorrow, and then I will do the railings. So yeah, cool beans. I will see you. I'll bring it back when it's complete. See you then. Yeah, and a little note to YouTube blimmin' advertisers: if you put your advert on in the middle of what I'm watching, I'm gonna hate your product. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a car. I don't like cars anyway. Could be even for model kits, for all I care. But if it comes on in the middle of what I'm watching, I'm gonna hate your project. Sort it out. I'm not sure if you're picking that up, but that's the first 3 sections of railing in place along the bow. Yeah, I can see it better there. That was fun. Needed my glasses for that. But yeah, really does add something to the finish of the ship. Yeah, looks really cool. So yeah, gonna go on and do the next section now. There's a little box section that goes in there. I don't know whether, I presume it goes to the outside, but I don't know whether or not it's really going to add anything. I quite like it the way it is, so I might make one up at the end, try fit it, and see whether or not it actually adds anything, or whether or not I just leave it as a gap. But yeah, right, I'll do the next bit now. I thought I might try and show you the next section. So it's a bit that's going on there. Yeah, it's going to need to be bent, which I've not done before. Maybe I should have thought of doing one first and then showing you. But where's the fun in that? So yeah, right. Let's cut it out first. One thing I like about this is that keep it really, really simple for idiots like me. They go in numerical order by the look of it, which is pretty cool. Make life a bit easier anyway. Come on, come off. There you go. Right, so there we go. So there's one little section. So yeah, this is now the fun bit. I mean, I should have looked out my small pliers before doing this, but never mind. So that's going to go right up in the corner there. So yeah, that's going to go in kind of like that, and it's right on that there where it's going to get bent, and it's an angle like that. Let's try that. Maybe I should have put the camera on the other side, because I think I'm going to get in your way a little bit now. Right, that's pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to move the camera. Excuse me, hope you don't get seasick. Right, where are we? There you go. Hopefully you'll get a good angle on that. We'll soon see. Just running super glue along where it needs to go. Make sure I've got none on my fingers. Right, okay, so I've changed the lighting around a little bit. I've got my little camping light, or what I nicknamed in previous camping video, my my studio lighting, because we're losing the light here now. It's winter in the northeast of England, and yeah, the my desk lamp is totally the wrong place to do any filming with. So there we go. So yeah, this is a little bit of super glue on a cocktail stick or a toothpick, whatever you want to call them in your part of the world. Yeah, bear with me. Right, come here, you little booger. Yeah, these smaller ones are tend to be a little bit easier to install than the big long ones. Just trying to get the big long ones to sit where they're supposed to all the way along is not easy. But there you go. There's another bit installed. I'm going to do that bit there. Right. The distractions and see what one I need. So I need number 20. Yeah, 21, I think. It is 21. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's this next section cut out and ready to go. So yeah, hang on, bear with me. There it is. So what we need to do is to offer that up, and it's on that one there. So that up right there where it needs to be, a bend, so I reckon about there. Don't know how well you're able to see that because my hand's right in front of the light. I do apologise. Oh, there it goes. Might have to take a break in a little bit. I'm starting to get the shakes. Come on, get in. Come on. Needs a bit more of an angle on it. It's just getting it in around them pipes that's proving to be a mite tricky. But yeah, that's kind of the right shape now. Right, let's get some glue on it, and then we can work out how to get that end in. I managed on the other side. I'm only using cheap quid shop super glue. I don't know whether or not it would be any better with more expensive super glue, because I've never experimented with more expensive super glue. So, you know, if you don't know any better, then you don't notice the difference, do you, really? Come on, get. Well, that failed, didn't it? Right, let's get. Oh dear, it's always when you have the camera on, isn't it? Things don't want to play. Oh no, we'll make him look like a right divvy. Right, almost, we're so close. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see of this, but I need to get in. Come on, get. There we go, that's almost. There you go, almost, close enough. It's in, that's all I care about. That's right, back with you. Now I've cut out the other next bit. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Alright, that's easy enough. That needs to be. I wonder if I put the light round this side, is that going to make any difference? No, it's not. And you haven't got proper equipment, you're never going to get like the professional quality builds like from Andy's Hobby HQ and I'm trying to think of some of the others now, I can't remember. But yeah, never going to get the professional finish on the videos that they do, because I haven't got the money to invest in camera equipment. And plus, as people who watch more of my videos than just this one will know, my channel is a mishmash of all kinds of different things. So yeah, I'm hoping soon, despite lockdown, gonna be able to get out and do another kind of hill walk adventure with my friend Simon. Yeah, I need to get back out into the hills. Yeah, I haven't quite worked out where we're gonna go yet. Yeah, he's hopefully coming up in the next sort of couple of weeks, so we'll have another outdoorsy one for you all. I think we're going to go, we might go over the Derwent Reservoir. There you go, that's that, lovely jubbly. Cool, so yeah, there's a little bit more of that done. I'm going to crack on and do the rest of it, and then I'll bring you back for what's probably going to be a final reveal. So yeah, see you shortly. Right, there we are. I don't know how well you can see that, but all the railings are in place. That was tremendously good fun. The instructions for the photo etch calls out these ladders which go on the outside, but I don't like them. So the railings for them I am going to try and doctor, so I can put them around this, as sort of railings for the excuse me, sets of stairs that are on the ship itself. Don't know how well that's going to work, but it's going to be fun trying. Yeah, and then all that's left after that is on here is the little life raft, the little lifeboat that's hanging off its cranes, and then that will be just about it. So yeah, I will put the little lifeboats on and attempt the photo etch on the ladders, and I will bring you back in a little while and let you know how I get on. See you in a minute. Okay, so using the studio light again because like it's dark here, that way you can pick that out. But yeah, the little stairs have all got railings on them now. Same on the other side. That's all the photo etch done. I am very, very happy with how that's come out. I mean, Scratch built them out of spare parts off of there, which is brilliant. So yeah, it's just the little life rafts, and then we're going to call it finished. So, see you in a minute. Right, here we go. Right, she is actually finished at long last. Yeah, got the little life rafts on. Yeah, very, very, very happy how she's turned out. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to revisit her at some point in the future to do the rigging, but I'm going to leave that as that for now. So I hope you enjoyed. That was a bit of an epic journey with this. Yeah, so if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully see you on the next one very soon. Take it easy, people. Ta-da.